Hello. Um, this is something new. I didn't know if I would do this or not, but I have a friend that pestered me and said, Sonia, if you do these works every day and these drawings, why don't you just uh, record and then do a voiceover or something and show it? So that's what I'm doing here. I've always drawn, especially fashion. Um, then I am trying to expand my knowledge of how to draw fashion and new techniques. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm trying to make a dress or draw a dress that is um, see-through, or the fabric is see-through. That's what's in my mind right now. So I'm trying to go with the flow. I draw, but even though the basic design is in my head, the drawing, it's going to change a lot. My idea is going to change a lot, and in the end it's not going to be the same it was in the beginning. So here I am using a paper. Just let me check. It's Paint On Multi Techniques. It's A4, and it says that's 8.3 times 11.7 inches, or 21 times 29.7 centimeters. So this is a block with 40 pages of Claire Fontaine, and this is watercolor paper. So first I like to draw in pencil, in special. I like the mechanical pencil with the 2mm tip, and then I like to, with a Stabilo pen, I like to overline everything that I already did in pencil, especially because it's very visual to me, the colors, where I'm going to put the colors that I want in which part. So that's what I'm doing now. It looks like just a frame of something, or a skeleton. It's like a skeleton. But this is makes my work easier, and even helps the drawing to move forward or change at some points. It's going to change. I usually have problems with the, like drapings and doing all those waves and I'm trying to work on that. It's going to be a long time since I can do a very good or natural wave, like it's fabric that's flowing, but I'm trying. For now it's just looks like a giant mess. But as I don't know how to, at this point I didn't know how to overline a fabric that was like gray or something. I tried to do it with a Stabilo pen, but then I changed it to a Staedler pen. That's what I'm using now, and I'm trying to do fur. She's wearing like a fur coat or something, like, not a coat, but I don't know, but it's a little it's smaller in the back, but it has those sleeves, and that the sleeves doesn't cover the whole arm. And now I'm using these markers. I love these markers. These are markers that I found. I was watching Paul Kang. He's an Instagrammer. I found these markers through him. I just love his work. He's a teacher, and he is a wonderful artist. And these are Copic Ciao markers, and they are wonderful for layering, especially because I I had lots of problems doing the skin or replicating skin, and now I'm just like playing with the markers and trying to learn and trying to progress. But I think that I really like to use more colors. I don't have enough, but I'm going to make an order so I have more. And I would like to make an order for Copic sketch markers. I believe that's what they are called. So this is it. This part, it's funny because I'm painting here with the color that is dark bark, and I thought that I was painting in black because I'm doing this at night, and with the lighting it's not very good, and of course that I only at the end that this doesn't look like black to me. And strange or not, I really liked it. I really, it was a mistake, but it was a mistake that it was welcome to me. It turned very good because black is like more classic, or I sometimes I like to change the colors, and I don't have ideas, and this idea came on its own. Then I thought, okay, the model is too like it's not all covered up like I want on the top part, so I'm going to draw a few lines, and I'm starting to work. Oh, and then I forgot that I hadn't painted the arm, and then I painted. And then I'm going through the colors, and this is something that I like, and I thought that I couldn't do, but with these markers I can. I'm going through the colors, and as you can see here, I forgot about the shoes. At this point I was all over the place and doing things not in continuously, but I was breaking my own fluidity. I don't know if that's a word. And then I started to say, I'm going to play with the gray to see what happens, and I think it worked nicely. It's at this point it was not the idea that I had in my head at first, but I think that I shouldn't discard whatever I'm doing, and I should just let the drawing go, and then at the end I should see if I like it or not. But that's what I thought here. Oh, let's go and let's see how this ends and where it takes me. So I'm using more gray. This is a darker one, and now you can see the contrast between the brown, the brown that I thought it was black. Now you can see the difference, especially with if comparing with the shoes. And I really liked this part. So yeah, I think it was, at least it was progressing well. So then I went back to the coat, to the fur. This is faux fur, of course, and I was trying to see in my mind where the darker, where the shadows went, or the lighter parts. This is very difficult for me still. It doesn't come naturally. I have to pause and I have to think. Then I thought, oh, the lower part of the dress is too plain, so I'm going to draw a few more lines, and then I'm going to make it more cohesive with the top part. And then finally I got the black right. This is me just lining the drawing with the black. Then these markers have another tip, and I'm trying to use the other tip. It's not a tip that I use a lot, but I'm trying to expand my techniques. Then the hair, I like to do a hair with the layers and different colors. And now I'm painting with I think it's the same brown that I painted the dress. Yeah, I think so. It's dark bark, that's the name of the brown. And then I'm going to change to another brown, and I think finally to another brown. So this is the basic, because I am, after this I'm going to paint with watercolors. So I have to change from the markers to watercolors. The other watercolors are not in tubes. They are in small. They like it's, I don't know how you say it in English. In Portuguese, we call it pastilhas, but they are in cubes, like small cubes. And I'm going to change to now I'm painting already with Winsor and Newton watercolors. I like this brush. It's the kind of brush that you pour water into it and you can paint, the watercolor is always being dissolved in the water. But I don't feel the pen. I just dip the pen in the water, and then I go to the watercolor and I mix everything. I still have problems with lighting and shadows, and so sometimes I'm always overlapping in the same place and saturating the paper. Thank God this paper is for watercolors, because otherwise it would drench everything that's underneath. But I am trying to change between the dark and the white. This is really white because I still don't know very well how to mix the colors, because at this part I should have mixed colors and to make them a lighter. But no, I just go from black or gray or dark gray to white. But this is what I'm doing, and I have to try and not use lots of white and lots of black. I have to try and mix various colors so I can build a gradient. But I think that these errors and these faults are good for me, because this is how we learn. And as I am doing this voiceover and I'm watching what I'm doing, I am learning, and I am thinking already what I have to change in my next drawing, and how am I going to do things, or what am I going to do first, and after that what I'm going to change. So this is good. And that's why we have to always look at stop in a part and then look back and see what we did and try and look for the good or the bad, and then try to change or improve. This is a part that I really like to do, that is outline the drawing with watercolors that have something to do with the color or the basic or the master color of the dress. And then I go with a Stabillo pencil again, a Stabillo marker, a fine Stabillo marker in black, and I outline the whole design. And that, I don't know, makes me feel comfortable and secure, and it looks like the drawing is actually something that is in 3D and not just something that is flat. This really, I really like this. It was something that I just started to do. I believe it was like late November. I started to do that, and I really liked it, and I never stopped. Probably I will change it at some point, but for now I think it works. And as you can see, I'm always uh, doing things in um, not chronological, like the steps that I have in my mind, but I'm thinking of things that as long as I go, like I just signed my drawing and then I remembered, oh, I can go with that jelly pen and I can do a few more, highlights. And this is how my mind works. It's not always linear or continuous, but I think it gets there because I don't give up. If I start something, I finish it. So for me, it's very important that I do always do something from beginning to end. And I think overall the work, this drawing, it came out very well. Not great or wonderful or wow, what a masterpiece. But for me, I think it worked and I was happy with it. I liked the colors, I liked the whole design, and I was happy. So it's a good thing, I think. And I would like to see something like this for real in a catwalk or in a real person, just see how it looked. So here is I'm doing the face. That's something that I just started to do, but I'm not good at it. And this is the final design. So see you in the next one. Bye.